There's a show coming to Fort Edmonton Park March 16th that features traditions of the Cree, Blackfoot, Nakota, and Métis peoples of Canada. Joining us to talk about the gathering is Todd Houseman. He is part of the production company Rapid Fire Theatre. Todd, Stories on the Hill debuts on Wednesday, March 16th. Tell us all about what folks are in store for that night.
Stories on the Hills is an Indigenous storytelling evening. It's called Stories on the Hills because Edmonton was known as Amiskritchi before it was called Edmonton, named that by the Amiskritchi people, which means the Beaver Hills people. So this place has always had a connection to hills, the Beaver Hills. Stories on the Hills is just sort of reconnecting to that Indigenous past of storytelling. People have been here for roughly 11,000 years, which is an extremely long time to develop a very distinct style and history of stories. The evening is kind of to just reconnect with our storytelling roots. Indigenous storytelling, at least Plains Indigenous storytelling, was very much connected to the land. Most stories were interpreting the land in some way and were heavily involved with just the geography of the area the story is telling. So a simple story about a person going to get water from a lake or something like that will contain so much information about the local plant life or wildlife, or it'll create a map for you, or it'll teach you a moral lesson. It's just all of these different things that directly come from the land. So I feel that this storytelling evening will help us reconnect to Edmonton, specifically Edmonton. Not that there isn't stories that are being told today. There's tons of storytellers. We have such a wonderful and beautiful performing community. But I feel like we're losing that one little geographical connection to this area. So with this evening of storytelling, Indigenous storytelling specifically, we're hoping to reconnect back to our roots as storytelling people and reconnect to Edmonton, and then hopefully in the future open this thing up to all storytellers, but starting from an Indigenous leadership perspective.
Todd Houseman from Rapid Fire Theatre on the show this afternoon. Todd, the show will feature a variety of Indigenous artists throughout the evening. Who will take the stage that night?
The Grand Chief of Treaty 6, Chief Tony Alexis, is coming here, and he will be representing the Treaty 6 sort of nations that are signed under there. I believe he's from the Alexis Nakota Band. And we've also got our storytellers from Yellowknife, called Quantum Tangle. They are, one is Ojibwe Métis, and the other is Inuit, and they do sort of a fusion of traditional music meets modern storytelling meets contemporary performance. We also have a couple other people just basically native to Treaty 6, and then we have our guests coming from Yellowknife.
March 16th at the Capitol Theatre over at Fort Edmonton Park. The show is called Stories on the Hill. Todd Houseman from Rapid Fire Theatre joining us this afternoon. Todd, are there still tickets available for the evening?
Yeah, I believe there is still tickets available. You can find them on the Fort Edmonton Park website. You just search event and then Stories on the Hills, and then there's tickets available through their ticket company.
Again, Stories on the Hill debuts March 16th at the Capitol Theatre in Fort Edmonton Park. If you want to grab tickets, you can check out the link on our CFWE Facebook fan page. You can also go to fortedmontonpark.ca.